Okay, so we said enzymes are proteins. Okay, enzymes are proteins. What type of proteins are these? These are globular proteins. They are globular proteins. What is a globular protein? A globular protein is a protein that got a compact structure because of the interactions of the R groups. So basically we said primary structure, secondary structure and tertiary structure. So a globular protein will get a compact structure. So it will be compact like this as opposed to a longer structure like this. Okay, it's a compact structure. So it's like a globe, right? Globular. It's almost like a blob, right? Okay. Now, what is special about these structures? It has a three-dimensional shape. Okay, it has a three-dimensional shape as in its tertiary structure. The three-dimensional shape recognizing a specific group of molecules. Okay, it has a three-dimensional shape as in it has a three-dimensional structure, a tertiary structure that recognizes a specific group of molecules. Specific group of molecules known as substrates. Now, what happens once it recognizes the substrate? Okay, so a typical enzyme, okay, is much larger than a substrate. So let's say your enzyme looks like this. I know I'm drawing a very funny structure, but I'm just drawing the tertiary structure. Okay, all right. Now, within this enzyme, okay, within this tertiary structure, there is something called an active site. So I'm going to assume that this is our active site right here. And what happens is that, and what is the speciality of this active site? Active site is special because what it does is it recognizes or it fits the substrate snugly. So this is what your substrate is going to look like. It fits the substrate snugly. This is what your substrate molecule looks like. Okay, so because it fits it so snugly, it becomes a special site for that specific enzyme and substrate pair. So again, what is the speciality of this tertiary structure? If this tertiary structure was not like this, if this tertiary structure would look different than this, okay, if this tertiary structure would look different, then this enzyme will not fit, then this substrate will not fit in there. Okay, the enzymes are pretty specific. Okay, now we'll talk about and what I'm going to do in the next video is I'm actually going to show you a shape of a active site that you will understand. This I want you to understand is what I want you to understand is that tertiary structure of the protein or tertiary structure of the enzyme plays an important role because the substrate needs to fit in snugly in the active site of the enzyme.